Libras, 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 Libras. Let's get into some tarot. Libras, you know? Let's do a reading. What I'm gonna do, the type of reading I'm gonna do right now, Libras, is past, present, future. Alright? It's kind of interesting, right? So, it's gonna be a 3-card draw. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. Calm down, I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. I'm gonna draw a card that represents your past. Subsequently, I'm gonna draw a card that represents your present. And then lastly, I'm gonna draw a card that reflects your future. Okay? And we're gonna connect the dots here because that's how I like to perceive it. I don't know about you. How about y'all? I like to perceive it as it's all connected. It's all one. If you look at it from a fourth dimension perspective, you'll see yourself running around in loops and loops and loops and patterns and patterns and patterns. You won't see past, present, future. You'll just see behaviors done in loops. Maybe that's a little bit too much out there though. So let's bring it back a little bit. Let's bring it back. This is a spiritual thing though, right? How much down to earth can we actually be? But I'm gonna shuffle some more. I'm gonna slice and dice this deck, and then we're gonna get to it. This is your past card. Libras, what do we have here? We have the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups actually reflects the past. So this is right in alignment, I would say, right? So something in the past that is connected to the people that you loved, I'd say that these people that you loved or siblings, I get this. Something relative to your family roots you became conscious about, but it still gave you a feeling of, I think, a feeling of you were just a child. So I don't know if you've ever felt this way as a child, but if you haven't, you could reflect, or maybe like on a TV show that you've seen or somebody else who has experienced this. I'm feeling that this is a child that didn't want to be treated like a child. This is a child that felt they were capable back in the days, and they've even proven themselves to be capable, to like do on their own, carry their own load. Maybe someone who even got into the workforce early, right? But this is not to say that your people weren't caring and generous and nurturing. They were. And that's your point. Like, this is what made you feel low emotionally. And I think you were vibrant about this. I think they know this. I feel like they know this about you. And this could be all of your family. I think they know this about you. Like, you say it with your chest. Like, yo, I got this. Like, chill. Like, I'm not a baby. You know what I'm saying? And what that has to do with in the present moment, we're about to find out. I think it's going to connect and tell us some type of story. But I think you feel, and they might even feel as well, that you're like reaching for a top spot in the family unit. When it's already, someone already has that spot though. That's also what I'm feeling. So I'm not saying you're competing for it. I just feel like you feel that you felt like you've been worthy of it. And, you were a child anyway. So it's just like, give it some time and watch. You'll show them type, but it felt like you was already born with it. All right? So let's look at where you at in the present moment. 4 cups, in reverse. Yeah, so you felt like there was some regret based upon your feeling of your familial roots. because this is a Cancer card, this is a Moon card, so it connects just as I said. And what happened in the past, yeah, I feel it. When people take care of you, it slows you down as an individual. Because how can you experience pitfalls? How can you experience hardships? How can you learn? How can you learn life in general when someone is always there as cushion? Someone's always there to bail you out. Someone's always there to come to your rescue. And maybe not even allow you to fall. Like, there is no rescue to be made ever, because that's how much these people from your roots were there for you. So what happened in return is, in this present moment, you are the embodiment of that. You're probably vocal about this. I think you're emotional about this, but I feel like you're emotionally sound about this. I don't feel like there's a disconnect. I think you're resonating with this understanding. You might even be in therapy right now, Libra. I'm gonna keep it a being with you. And if you are, kudos to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, that there's anything wrong with that. But it might be because you had to actually voice this about your childhood. And what's happening now, because of being vocal about this, whoever it is that you're speaking to about this, it's removing any type of stagnation that you have been encountering because of it. You're being motivated and you're being enthused to take, just to take action, and it's because of the emotional connection. I know you're an air sign, and I know being vocal has played a major part in this inspiration, because air rules over communication. However, it's still something that resonates emotionally, and that's why you are enthused now. So it's the connection of mind and spirit together in this present moment in time. So let's look at the future. Where does that bring you, Libra? To the Page of Swords, upright. So in the future, and this is okay, I don't want you to, because it sounds like you had a rough childhood. And I don't mean the type of rough childhood like from the ghetto either. You might have came up in a great upbringing, obviously, the way that I described that past card. But you may need new ideas in the future in order for you to have your own. Because I'm looking at this card and I'm seeing how the sword is being held onto, right? And the sword in this card reflects an idea, but at the same time, I believe that idea it's attached to your childhood. It's about that thing where you are not going to care about how your people from your family roots look at you when you reach this point in your life in the future. You're going to experience some delays, and I'm not saying that there's going to be some frustration that comes from that. I think the delays are just going to have you on point and on guard and saying, look, if y'all are looking at me like in some type of way that y'all think I'm going to fail at this and y'all told me so, and just come back home and get a loan, or what do you need? I got you. I'm going to take it. Like, that's off the table. You could fucking forget about it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm feeling. You're going to be like, no, I don't want nothing. I don't want shit from y'all. And it's really not nothing, like, it's not nothing to be angered towards them about. It's just like, yo, you want to be on your own. You want to do your thing. Understandable. From my perception, it's understandable. And this might be something that deals with a lot of air. It might even be something that deals with flight in some type of way. I don't know if you want to be a pilot or you want to travel. But you're just going to need some patience when executing this, and be calculating when doing so. Like, you're going to be doing research to find out stuff about this, and you're going to be connecting with people who are already established in whatever industry or area this is that you're so curious about. embarking on.